I'm in Holland, Michigan.
Unfortunately, the price of jet fuel has made visiting the OG Tulip Time cost prohibitive, so we're going to squint our eyes a bit and pretend. It shouldn't be too hard. There is an authentic Dutch windmill in town.
This is definitely like one of those towns where if you went to Amsterdam and you loved it, just a little too much, you should come here.
Holland was about a 2.5-hour drive for me from Chicago, leaving in the morning on a Friday. But if you don't have wheels, there is an Amtrak stop that's well situated not too far from the window on the waterfront. There is only one train per day from Chicago, which leaves at 6:30 p.m., and it claims to arrive around 10:30, except it's Amtrak, so it will be delayed. I'm speaking from experience. Jesus actually took the Friday night train up, and his didn't even arrive until after 11. Similarly, there's only one return train daily leaving before 7 a.m., so you'll need somewhere to stay at least 2 nights if you'd like to get some time in. Things started off a little anticlimactically. While still nice in some areas from a distance, it was clear that the tulips at window to the waterfront were past their prime.
So I feel like if you're gonna go to like window on the waterfront, like maybe a week or two ago would have been really good. But like, you kind of have to like zoom out and just look at certain sections. Like those look okay until you get closer. This is really rough. Kind of look how like my tulips look, which was not good, but I had a bit of a tragedy. It was a very contentious spring with the squirrels.
I began to worry that the recent frosty nights had taken out all of the tulips and that there would be nothing to see. Luckily, that fear was short-lived. After walking over to Windmill Island, I was reassured seeing that there were plenty of blooms left.
I don't know whose tulips these are, but like these are some of the best I've seen so far. Well done.
Windmill Island was a highlight for me. There is a cost to enter that I discovered goes up on the weekend when I went back with Jesus, but I felt like I got a good amount of tulip exposure for my money.
The city hoped it would be done by early spring, in time to welcome visitors to the popular Tulip Festival. To facilitate...
Get these queens. Yeah, these ones are great.
I spent a good amount of time here soaking up the ambiance and taking pictures. Speaking of, if that's something you're into, you're in good company. Just be careful not to smoosh the tulips in pursuit of the perfect shot. The space is large with several tulip fields, a mini town/gift shop, and the feature attraction, an authentic Dutch windmill that was used in and imported from the Netherlands.
Okay, that was super cute. I went to the top of the windmill. You can climb up. They don't have it spinning right now because it is tulip time and there's just like too many people here is what they were saying. But normally it does spin, and sometimes you can actually, when it's not tulip time, go to the top floor and actually see the gears moving, which is very cool. I did see that there was a little mailbox over in the town, and I weirdly have stamps with me because I'm a crazy person. So I'm gonna go send a postcard, I think. All right, postcards have been secured. Time to go get some food because I'm feeling a little peckish. You know, I've worked hard. I climbed to the top of the windmill. Let's do it. Let's get a funnel cake. Maybe. Feeling really pleased because they even had a veggie burger. It was $10 with fries. So like, that's a really good deal for a veggie burger. I'm pleased. Very happy vegetarian over here. The only thing I really have left to do is like the amaryllis and like the inside the conservatory areas. But for $15, you get to do both of those, all of the tulip fields. You get to climb to the top of the windmill. There's a movie you can watch. I started watching it. It was not really where I wanted to spend my time. There's also like a playground for kids if you are into that and you have kids or you are a child, you can play there. And then like they've got the carousel. You might have to pay for the carousel. I'd have to double check that. They won't let me on because I'm an adult.
Well, that means something.
This one. That was quick and skippable. It was just a bunch of like old folks yapping, but it was nice and warm in there, which I understand why they were congregating. Okay, so I got here at 1 and it was like really poppin', but it's like 3:45 right now and it's actually really quieted down and kind of lovely in that main area by the buildings.
Tulip Time on Friday was a totally different ballgame from Saturday. If you have the opportunity to check out the event on a weekday versus the weekend, I would highly recommend it. And the last day is actually Mother's Day, so if you could not go that day, I think that might have the best experience.
Dutch Planet Fitness.
Disappointingly, I did fall into an Instagram trap and was convinced there was an actual neighborhood with canals in Holland, Michigan. The shots that lured me in were, instead, a theme park.
Okay, I'm pretty embarrassed. I thought this was like an actual neighborhood, and I was really excited to go until I like Google mapped how to get here, and it closed at 5 because it's a theme park.
Oh, Roxy. I still went, but my dream of dropping in my kayak was dead in the water.
It's not even deep enough. I'm back! I'm so excited. This is going to be wonderful. This one's a house. So many stereotypes.
I immediately gravitated toward the petting zoo. I'm a sucker for barn animals.
Hi there, buddy. How far can you spit?
Oh, I'm not interested in finding that out.
And that feed cone was one of the best dollars I've ever spent.
I'm gonna give it to these guys. Hey there. Yeah, he's aggressive. Look at that. No, I like this little gray one. It makes me think of Stella. Nope, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Well, you got a good bit off the top, buddy. I'm sorry, but like... Oh, yeah. Okay, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna go seek my feed cone elsewhere. Here, quick, get some before he catches on. Come on, guys. Get in there. Hurry up. Yeah, right over here. Get in there. Come on, hurry up. Oh! You're mean. See, he's vibing. Can you take it? You got it! Look at you. You're so beautiful. Look at your eyes. Once again, I'm left out due to ageism.
While I can't say that I agree with the pricing, as I felt like I got a lot more out of visiting Windmill Island for a similar price point, I could picture myself sitting near the canal and sipping a beverage on a warm summer day.
I'm so mad at myself about these canals.
And before I knew it, my time in the Michigan version of Holland was over, but my season of road trips was just starting. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss something.